Reverse name is where whenever you delete ID card, then automatically deletes what? Employee. But actually the relation is employee and employee ID card. It means when employee is not exist, then ID card is exist or not exist? Not exist. For that, you are using on delete. One keyword argument is there. And what is the name of this argument? On delete. And what is the value of this is? Cascade. On delete cascade is nothing but whenever you delete an employee, whenever you delete an employee, it automatically deletes what? ID card. For example, person and person other. Person is there and person other is there. If person is die, either other is existent. No. So automatically that other should be closed. Yes or no? So here also same thing. Employee and employee ID card. So whenever you are using one-to-one field type, then you have to define what name here? Model name. So what is the name of the model here? Employee. And you are using on delete model dot cascade. If I don't write this on delete models dot cascade, if you delete employee, still ID card is what exists. So that might lead to what? Inconsistency, or that might lead to what? Logical errors. It means employee is not there, but ID card is still exists. Yes or no? So that leads to what? Inconsistency. So that can be avoided. That can be avoided by using on delete cascade. On delete cascade. Okay, now here employee ID card is having how many fields total? Three fields are there. One is employee, second is what? Card number, and third one is what? Issue date. So whenever you print employee ID card, it will print employee ID card object by returning what? Employee dot name and card numbers. Here employee dot name. Employee dot name. Now this employee is referring to which object? Or this employee is referring to which object? Employee object. And you are reading which one? Name. You are reading which one? Name. And then self dot ID card number means it will display the ID card of this particular employee. So whenever you print a model instance of employee ID card, it will print how many values? Two values. One is name of the employee and one more is what? Card number. So whenever I say employee, it is referring to which model instance? Employee model instance. So let me tell you practically this. Before this, what do you have to do? Tell me here, what you have to do? Migrations. Very good. So let me tell you practically this. You are writing Python manage dot py. What is this? Make migrations. Make migrations. So created how many models here? Two models. And Python manage dot py. What is this? Migrate. So the migrations are applied here. So just go to the backend here, MySQL command line, and verify is if these models are created or not. In the backend, verify these models are created or not. So what is the name of this database here? DB test. DB test is the name of the database. DB test is there. Now here I am saying show tables. Now I said different table. So migrations not applied. Migrations create table. So how many are there? Create model, employee, and these are the fields. I've selected different database. No, no. What is our database? DB tester. but created a, we install the application, MySQL. Why different database here? Not required, because in one database you can have any number of. Let me check this. Okay, right. So let me do it again. So migrate, no migrations to apply. Migrations. Oh, we'll do one thing. So select star from, what is the name of this file? Django migrations. So what will I do is delete from. So we'll delete all this Django migrations. Okay. So let us do it again. So because we have done a lot of this one, right? EMP employee. So I just deleted those migrated related things. What we have to do now is we have to delete this. Okay, what we'll do is we'll do one thing. So otherwise we have to delete all this to have a another one. What we'll do is we'll create another database. So instead of deleting that, we'll create another database. Okay, right? So what I'm doing is I'm creating one more database because I have to delete that. Create database. So test DB1. What is our database? Test DB1. So test DB1. So this is my database. Otherwise, I have to remove those tables because those are already migrated, right? So it is giving error. Those tables are already what exists. So now do the migrations and then migrate. So now it is trying to migrate all the things. Now come to this and use so test DB1 and here say show tables. Now you have a two tables here. One is application one underscore employee and one more is application one underscore what? Employee ID card. Okay, application one underscore employee and application one underscore what? Employee ID card. We have to delete that tables because we need to overwrite. So these tables try to delete whenever you try to migrate. So these are system generated tables, right? Okay, it means these are existing application tables. You delete this so that every time it doesn't overwrite. Yes, drop table and table name. Okay, now it is created. Now it is created two models. One is application one underscore employee and one more is what? Application one underscore employee ID card. Now just right here show application one underscore what? Employee. Describe. Okay, describe application one underscore what? Employee. So this is having how many fields? ID. But ID is there, name is there, and one more is department. Okay, then next one is application one underscore employee ID card. Employee ID card. This is one more table. So this both the tables are created or not? Yes. Because we have not defined the primary key, then automatically it will create one primary key. And you can see here card number is varchar, issue date is what again? Varchar, and automatically it is created one field. What is the name of this field? Employee ID. Means always it is referring to which one? ID. Because which one is a unique here? ID is a unique. Means there is more than one. There are more than one employee can have the same name or not? Yes. Then 1 to 1 means always it should refer to which one? Unique value. Unique value means which one is a unique ID. Which one is a unique ID. But I created column with what name? Employee. But it is generated column with what name? Employee ID. I created column with what name? Employee. But it is generated column with what name? Employee ID. Suppose if you write a name as a primary key, suppose you take a name or employee number as a primary key. Yes, ID is a primary key. Now, if you take a name as a primary key, then automatically it will refer to which one? Name. So it means whenever you are generating one-to-one relation, whenever you generate one-to-one relation, always it will refer to which key? Primary key. Because you have not created primary key, then which one is a primary key here? ID is a primary key. See here, PRI means what it is? Primary key. Here, primary key. This is also what? Primary key. But this is what here? Unique. Means automatically it is assigned which one? Unique. Why it is assigned unique? Because one employee can have only one ID card. One employee can have only one ID card, right? Let me insert the data. Now, I don't write any application. I'll try to use which mode here? Interactive mode. Okay. So how you work? Python manage.py Django shell. Use a shell. So from Django dot models. From Django dot models import. Yes. Generally, a table can have only one primary key, but you can also create a multiple primary keys by combining it. That you call it as composite key, as a combination of primary key and other value. right? So django.models import. Which model I should import? So there are two models, right? One is what? Employee. So here I'm writing composite keys, right? So that is what you learn in your database class. Employee, comma, what is the next one is? Employee ID card. Employee, comma, employee, comma, employee ID card. Employee, comma, employee ID card, right? Yes. Oh. क्या यार नहीं बोलते यार आप लोग बोले okay application one dot okay now this is application one dot so application one dot models import employee comma employee id card okay now what I'm doing I'm creating employee record employee 1 equal to employee employee 1 equal to employee what employee is having two fields right what employee is having two fields what is that name and one more is a department okay here I'm giving a name okay name is a Naresh and department is I just written what HR so I created employee instance or not yes then after that I'm saying employee one dot what is this save employee one dot save but it is given error right now why it is given error field ID expected a number but got null. Oh, what happened here? Create. Sorry. Because how many fields are there? Yes, we should give as a keyword arguments. So employee 1 equal to employee. Now, what is the name of the field is? Name. Or you can say employee dot what? Objects dot what is that? Create. So create. What is the name of this here? Name. And name is given Naresh. Name is given Naresh, comma. What is the next one is? Department. 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 And what is the department I'm giving? HR. So here I created employee record. See here employee is created. And after that, I'll say employee auto increment is given. Yes, employee one dot which one? Save. Now, is it employee is created or not? Yes. So verify in the backend saying select a star from application one underscore what? Employee. So one employee is created or not? Yes. So what is this employee ID is one and this is Naresh and this is department. Okay, then next is now this employee you should assign what? Or to this employee you should issue what? ID card. To this employee you should issue what? ID card. Which employee you want to issue the ID card? First you should read the details of that employee. You cannot issue directly, right? I should read first employee details and then I should issue it. Okay, then I'm creating ID card for this employee. I'm creating what? ID card for this employee, right? How I'm creating it? Employee one what here? ID. I just taken one object name. Model instance name is what? Employee one ID. Object name is nothing but variable name or not? Yes. Variables are predefined or user defined? User defined. Variables are what? User defined. Okay. Yes. Employee ID equal to what is the name of the model is? Employee what here? ID card. What is the name of the model is? Employee ID card. We have to give with the column names. The mistake what we did is column names. Employee, what is this? ID card. Employee ID card. Whenever you are using a constructor, you have to create employee instance by using which one? Yes. Employee ID card dot objects dot what is it? Create. Now this is having different fields or not? Yes. So what is the first one is? What is the first one here? Employee. So I'm saying employee. What is the name of the column? Employee. It means you are issuing this employee ID card to which employee? Tell me, this employee ID card you are issuing to which employee? Employee 1. You are issuing to which one? Employee 1. Who's employee 1? Naresh. Who's employee 1? Naresh. So I'm saying employee 1, comma, employee 1, comma, what is the next one is card number. It is not auto generated. I'm saying your card number. Card number. I'm writing your card number, and card number equal to, it is a string, right? I'm saying HR001. HR001. But is it required to give the issue data? No, because issue date is what? Auto generated. Issue date is what? Auto generated. I need to give only how many values? 2 values. What is the first one is? Employee. What is the second one is? Card number. Employee, and second one is a card number. And just to create this. Now, is it created or not? Yes. Just to see in the backend, select start from application 1 underscore employee. What is this here? ID card. Now, is it ID card is created for this employee or not? Yes. Now, this employee ID card is belongs to which employee? Which employee? 1. 1 is what? 1 is what? 1 is what here? ID. Employee ID is there? No. What is the ID of this employee? 1. And 1 is the employee ID of which one? Naresh. Getting on her. So 1-to-1 relation. Now suppose I want to assign one more employee ID card to the same employee. I want to assign one more card. One more card. One more card means allowed or not allowed? Not allowed, because one employee is having only one ID card. One employee is having only one ID card. I'm saying employee 2, employee 1. Again, I'm saying employee 1. What is that? ID. Employee 1 ID. Again, I'm creating one more, but this time I'm giving a card number as what? 2. I'm not giving card number 1, but I'm giving card number what? 2. HR002. HR002. And if I press enter, now immediately it is given what? Error, saying that duplicate entry. Duplicate entry means one employee can have only one ID. So that you can call it as 1-to-1 relation. Okay, 1-to-1 relation. In 1-to-1 relation, okay, one record in one model is referred to only one record, but it cannot refer to what? Multiple records. Okay, I'll just copy this. What is there here? Complete errors only. Okay, first, what do you do it? Open which one? What do you have to open here? Shell. Open the shell and import this. Django shell. So here I'm writing. So anyway, I models dot what? Py. Models dot py. See, this is very important because you never develop a project by writing one table. If you don't know these relationships, it means you cannot develop a project. You don't develop a project using one table. You always develop a project using multiple table. Now open Django shell. Open Django shell, right? And here created a so we created two objects. Okay, this is an interactive, right? So I created employee object and I created what? Employee ID card object. Then how can I read the data? How can I read the data? How can I read the data? If I want to read the data. See here. I want to read the data. I'm saying employee one dot, employee one dot, employee one dot. What is there in employee name? Or if I print employee once here, whenever I print, is it get the name or not? Yes. How you are getting this name? Or how you are getting this name? Because you override which method? str method. You override which method? str method. That str method is returning what? Name. And what is the name? Not magic variable here. Magic method. Yashwant. That is not magic variable. That is a magic method. Understood? Okay, magic method. If you don't override this, it will return employee object with the ID or not? Yes, it will return the employee object with the ID. But now is it written with the ID or value? Value, because it is printing string. It is printing this object in which format? String format. And that string is nothing but name of the employee. That string is nothing but name of the employee. Okay. Now next is I'm writing print employee one what? ID. When I say employee one ID, what is this printed here? Naresh ID is what? HR001. You want to print, you can say print employee one ID dot. Tell me employee one ID dot. How can I get the details of employee? Employee one ID dot. What is the column name? What is the column name? How many columns are there in employee ID card? How many columns are there in employee ID card? 3 columns. What is the first one is? Employee. What is the first one? Employee. What is the second one? Card number. Very good. What is the third one? Date. Date, right? Issue date. Now I want to get whose details? Employee details. I want to get whose details? Employee details. How you refer it? Employee column. What is the name of the column? Employee column. Employee dot. What do you want? You want a department. Then just access it by saying which one? Department. If I say department, this employee one ID